Hello and very welcome to our English class. Children, you have done the topic of nouns prior to this class and you're done with the topic. Okay, so you have a fair idea of what sentences are and you also know what nouns are and their kinds, right? Today, we'll be learning about pronouns, children. Children, this is a very familiar topic to you. You have been taught pronouns in your previous classes. We're just going to brush and revise what we have learned. Now, in this class, we will also learn the kinds of pronouns. Okay, but I'm going to go very slow because there are many kinds. Okay, I'll be showing you a PDF, and in that I will clear all the steps, all the important points. Okay, and then the topic, the concept of pronouns will be clear. To give you a start, what are pronouns? Pronouns are words that are used instead of a noun. Okay, you know what nouns are? Names of naming words, names of person, place, animals, or things. And for persons, you know you have feminine and masculine as well. So how would you call these? Okay, like for example, Reshma is a beautiful teacher. Reshma likes to teach English. Reshma takes her class regularly. So on and off, I'm using Reshma, Reshma, Reshma. Or okay. So rather than that, in order to make the sentences short, what will I do? And in order to break that redundancy of using Reshma in every sentence, what do I do? Reshma is a beautiful, whatever I said, beautiful girl. Okay. She likes to teach English. Okay. And then you can use she. Okay. Like this, children, when we replace these nouns with a substitute word, okay, so that is a pronoun. Now there is a big list of those pronouns that we can use. When I'm talking about myself, Reshma, so I'll say I like to teach English, or I like to read books. If I'm talking to, say, for example, Parth, and I'm talking to him, so I'll not always uh, notify him or signify him like Parth do this, Parth do that, you do this, you do that. Okay, so words like I, you, he, she. When I'm talking about somebody, I can talk he, she, it, all these words, right, children? So I'll show you the PDF and then we'll learn more in detail. Okay, children? So here goes the PDF. I hope it is all clear to you. Okay. Now, I just told you words used in place of nouns are called as pronouns. An example given here is Savita is riding a bicycle. Savita stopped at the garden to pluck some flowers. Okay, children. So let us use the pronoun she instead of Savita in the second sentence and rewrite it. And how do we do it? Savita is riding a bicycle. She stopped at the garden to pluck some flowers. Okay. So now what are the important features of pronouns? The important features are pronouns are used instead of nouns and they help to make sentences shorter and simpler. Okay, children? Now, there are a few examples of pronouns and they are I, he, she, it, his, her, ours, theirs, hers, and yours. Okay, so now quickly see this sentence and you'll come to know what pronouns are. Okay, identify the pronouns in the given sentence. First example is given, I am feeling very hungry. Okay, so they have highlighted or put the pronoun I in bold. Let's see the first sentence. Jay is too young to go to school alone, so he goes to school with Ramu. Now we're talking about Jay, who is a noun, and what is the pronoun here, children? He. Okay, so you will underline he. Rita and Sita are twins. They study in the same class. So you use they. Okay, what have you used instead of using Sita and Rita and Sita? What you have used? You have used they. So they is a pronoun. She was crying because she was lost in the forest. Now I have not specified which person. Okay, in this sentence it is not specified who is that person, who is this girl or this lady or this woman. Okay, she was crying because she was lost in the forest. So you underline both the she's that are appearing in the sentence. Would you like to have some tea? And who is the speaker talking to? You. Okay, you. So underline you. I have lost the new mobile phone. I is a pronoun. Rohan is a good boy. He always works hard. The pronoun in this sentence is he. He is the new boy in the class. Again, the pronoun here is he. Now let us do the different kinds of pronouns. Okay, now see the chart. I told you that we have many kinds of pronouns and we'll take them little by little. Everything will not finish in one day. Okay, so now there are different kinds of pronouns and we have 10 kinds. Let's see what are they. Personal, possessive, demonstrative, interrogative, reflexive, emphatic, relative, indefinite, distributive, and reciprocal. Okay, so today we'll be learning only about personal pronouns. Okay, children, are we ready to go? Yes. Let's see what personal pronouns are. And you have also done personal pronouns in your previous classes. So let's see personal pronouns. A personal pronoun stands for a person or an object. The examples are, Seema is not well. She went to visit the doctor. So she is a personal pronoun. The computer is new. It is a gift from mother. It. So what are the pronouns here? She and it. Now here they are used instead of Seema and computer respectively. Hence they are personal pronouns. Now some of the examples of personal pronouns are he, she, it and they. Let's see. We have divided personal pronouns into 3 persons and you have learned about these 3 persons, first person, second person and third person. Okay. Now, when the speaker is there in the sentence, when the speaker of the sentence is the first person, so I'll use I or we. Okay. So the fingers, so my fingers or my hands point out to me. So always ma'am is doing this in the small box. You can see me in the video. So when you're pointing to yourself, I, we, first person. The person spoken to, I'm talking to somebody. Okay, now I'm sharing this video with you. Okay, so you is the second person. So I'm pointing to you. And when I talk about the third person, I'm talking he. I will not say he. I'm pointing to the third person. When we both are talking, we are talking he, she, it, and they. Okay. So the third person is he, she. We both are talking and we're talking about that person. He, she, it, and they. Okay. He's a handsome boy. Okay. She's a beautiful girl. Okay. The dog is barking, so I'll use it is barking. Okay. Now, when there are many students, the girls are talking. Okay. So we'll use examples like that. I told you about Rohan and showed you the red car that was his. It is his belonging there. I, you, and his. Now here, I is the first person as it stands for the speaker. Who is talking? I, right? You is the second person as it stands for the person spoken to. And his is the third person as it indicates the person spoken about. Got it, children? Let's move on to see the third person has three genders. You have learned about this. Masculine, feminine, and neuter. This is not a new topic to you. You have learned about genders and numbers, right? So when we talk about genders, masculine, he, feminine, she, neuter is it, okay? When you do not know the gender of, for example, the chair. So you say it. Now there's a dog or a cow. Cow is she, okay? But generally you resemble animals into the it kingdom, okay? It, it. Let's talk about personal pronouns, and they have two numbers. You've learned about singular and plural. Singular stands for one, plural stands for more than one, okay? The first person in singular, what are the pronouns that we'll use? I, me, mine. And the plural form of the same first person, your fingers to you. We, ours, us. Okay. The second person is you. I'm pointing here. You and yours. And the plural is you and yours. It remains the same. Okay. The second person, you and yours remain the same. The third person, he, him, his, she, her, hers, it. Okay. And the plural form is they, theirs, them. Okay, children. Now let's see. There's a small exercise that has been done for you. It's a very easy one. You can do it first and then you can check whether whatever you have written, ma'am is going to tell you the answers here now. But before that, I want you to pause the video, see these sentences, 8 sentences. One is already done for you. Only 7 sentences you have to do. So first you do the sentences and then when ma'am is telling you the answers, you can check. Okay, there are many students who are doing very well. Those who have understood the concept, it's very, very easy. Okay, and since you've been doing this from so many years, this topic you have learned in your previous classes also. Okay, so you can do this exercise. The first one, please use the crayon set that are his. Please use the crayon set that are theirs. His will become theirs. Now the next one is, Rohit gave me some flowers. So the answer is, Rohit gave me will become, plural form is us, some flowers. Now send the letters to him. To send the letters to them. The teacher was talking to me. The teacher was talking to us. He brought many gifts for me. He will become, they brought many gifts for us. The sixth sentence, may I come in? The I will change to we. May we come in? Mother has asked you to visit the school. You in the plural also remains you. You. Okay. So mother has asked you to visit the school. Likewise in sentence number 8, you can come along with John. You will remain as it is. You can come along with John. Okay, children. Now, like nouns, personal pronouns too have cases. Let's learn about them. Okay. Personal pronouns are said to be in subjective case, possessive case, and objective case. What is subjective case? When the pronoun is the subject of the sentence. Children, in my first class where I had taught you sentences, we have done subject and predicate, right? So in the speaker whom we are talking about is the subject, okay? So when the pronoun is a subject of the sentence, for example, she, he, I, and you, okay? And the possessive case, when the pronoun shows possession, belonging, example, mine, your, theirs, hers, and his. Let's see the objective case. Objective case is object, okay? Whenever you hear of objective case, when the pronoun is the object of the sentence, example, me, them, him. Let's see examples. Subjective case, okay? Now, what is this subjective case? You are my friend. You is the subject. What is the possessive case? This house is mine. That is showing possession, possessive form. Here mine shows possession. And what is the objective case, children? He plays with them. Them is the object here. Okay. Now let's see. There is this table which will show you before the exercises. Let me show you this table which will display the genders, number and cases of personal pronouns. In the subjective case, when used as a subject, what is the first person? I and we. Second person is you. It remains the same. And the third person will be he, she, it, and they. Have you seen singular and plural there? Now, in the possessive case, children, to show possession, mine and ours, pointing to myself, is first person. Second person showing possession, belonging, uska hai. Okay, so you will use yours. Okay, now you will use his for male if it belongs to that person who's a male. For a female, you use hers. Okay, and theirs. Okay, theirs for plural. Let's see the objective case. When used as the object, when do we use? The person would be me. First person would be me and us. Second person is you. Okay. And the third person, what will become? His, hers, it, them. Okay. And them is for plural. Remember, for singular, his, hers, it. Now, the personal pronoun it. What does it stand for? When can you use it? It may refer to a thing, an animal, or a child also. Okay? Because you don't know, the gender is not specified there. The dog is active. It looks happy. Now the next, it is used as a meaningless subject when it refers to weather, time, weather, outside the weather, okay, time, distance, or temperature. The examples are, it is a pleasant day. It is 8 o'clock now. Okay. Now, let's quickly see some exercises. Okay. Okay, we'll do first two exercises. Fill in the blank with I or me. Okay. Now, the first one, give dash something to eat, dash am hungry. You have to use only I or me. So it is very simple. Give me something to eat, I am hungry. Can you drop dash at the airport? Me, not I. Can you drop I at the airport? No. You use, can you drop me at the airport? Dash shall give you the book myself. Me shall give you the book myself? No. I shall give you the book myself. You and I, children, always I tell in all my classes that whenever you have to use, whenever you are talking about yourself along with some other person, always place that person in the front. You and I, Rajesh and I, Seema, Rima and I. Okay? So the I will follow afterwards, after the person. You and I will go together. My parents love me. I should learn from my mistakes. So, see, the exercise is so simple. Now fill in the blanks with we or us. Dash must save water. We must save water. They should have called dash on time. Now you have to use only we or us. They should have called us on time. If they had not given us these options, then the answers can vary, children. Okay? Dash should learn from our mistakes. We should learn from our mistakes. Most of dash do not learn from our mistakes. Most of us do not learn from our mistakes. They have left dash behind. They have left us behind. Let dash hope for the best. Let us hope for the best. Try to fit in we. See, it will not sound good. It will not sound apt. Okay. Let we hope for the best. No. Let us hope for the best. Now, let's see this. Our students are working hard so Dash might win the match. So that we might so that they might win the match or we might win the match. Both correct. Our students are working hard, so they might win the match. Okay. I called Dash up to know whether Dash had reached on time or not. I called you to know whether you have reached on time or not. The next sentence, please don't call me when I am working. Okay. My mother is not in her room. I wonder where she has gone. Okay. Because mother is feminine. So you have used she. Can you carry the bag yourself? Read the full sentence and then you will get the correct personal pronoun. When I play with my pet dog, he feels happy. Okay? Or when I play with my pet dog, it feels happy. Okay? So here you can use he or it. Okay? You can specify when I play with my pet dog. She feels happy is also correct. Okay? But since dog is written, you can use it as well. Okay? Now there is one more exercise of 8 sentences. Children, I hope it's visible to you. Okay? Now let's see this. I could do many things dash even when I was a child. I could do many things myself even when I was a child. Okay, children. The next is Seema. Now, this here you can use these sentences. I have put appropriate pronouns. I'm going to give you these answers, but we will learn about these answers in detail when we do the kinds of sentences. Seema, who is my classmate, is participating in the music competition. Why don't you go with her, or why don't you go with him to the fair, or why don't you go with them to the fair, or why don't you go with me to the fair? So you can use any one, okay, of your choice. Dash is accompanying you in the evening. Now see, there's a question mark, so you'll use a question form. Who is accompanying you in the evening? The next one, can Dash open the window, please? Can you open the window, please? The next sentence, the dog fell from the stairs and hurt itself. Okay. I saw the movie and loved it. The next is again a question form. Dash is the person driving your bike. Who is the person driving your bike? Okay, children. Now, there is another exercise that we'll be doing in this class, the last exercise here. Okay, now there is a dialogue, a conversation between the teacher and the students, and some names of names of students are also given. Now the students, good morning ma'am. Teacher, good morning children. Have you all brought the report cards after getting them signed by your parents? Aditya, have you got it? Be careful while handling it. Aditya says, yes ma'am, I will give it to you now. Then the teacher says, let me call out the roll numbers one by one. Lisa, ma'am, Aruna is absent, but she has sent hers. Can I keep it here? The teacher says, is this hers? Lisa says, yes. Sanjay, ma'am, Suresh is also absent and here is his report card. Teacher asks again, is this his? Because we're talking about Sanjay, so his. Okay, Sanjay, yes. The teacher says, you must inform the students who are absent that a leave application has to be submitted by each one of them. The rest of you come here as I call out your roll numbers. Okay, children? So you got the answers. What you can do is, children, you can also use, you can also refer to other books and start practicing some sentences on pronouns indicators, okay, used instead of a noun. Okay, children, so you will revise what we have done today. We will revise what we have done today. We've done the concept of pronouns. We have seen the kinds, but we are learning them in detail, one at a time, or maybe two or three at a time. So in this class, we learned about personal pronouns. We learned about first person, second person, third person, and we have learned about their usage, how you will use them in singular and the plural form. Okay, children? So that's all for my class today. And in my next class, we'll proceed doing the other kinds of pronouns. Okay, children? Thank you and stay safe at home.